Hi guys, this is Molly with Agnes and Dora by Molly. You can find all of my social media and contact information listed below the video here. So if you guys have any questions after you watch the video, I would be more than happy to speak with you and answer any questions you have. Today I'm going to be talking about why I chose Agnes and Dora versus LulaRoe. So I do have a couple of notes here that I might be peeking down at, so if you guys see me looking over to the side, that's what I'm doing, because sometimes I have a tendency to kind of get a little distracted and off track and I forget what I'm talking about. So that's what I'm looking at. So what I'm going to start with is the size of the company. Agnes and Dora is about 3 years old. The first year of the company, they ran the company entirely with one representative, and that's what they chose to do before they decided to start onboarding more representatives or consultants for Agnes and Dora. Right now, there are currently less than 1,000 consultants for the business, which I think is amazing. Now, if you have ever listened to like any other like MLM before, they'll say things like, oh, we have 20,000, we have 50,000, we have 100,000 representatives for our business. It's ground level. No, you guys, this is an honest to God ground level opportunity for a networking type business. So I really, really love that. That's a huge bonus for me. Right now, they are currently not an MLM, to make that clear, but they are in the process of working with their lawyers to actually make it officially an MLM. But until they complete that, anybody who does recruit new representatives, they do have bonuses that they offer to them too. So they're not just, if people come to you and they're interested in joining and you they kind of sign up under you and you're putting the time and effort in to make sure that they're successful, you are still receiving some sort of like compensation for helping them out and your time dedicated to that, which I think is great. Another thing that was a huge bonus for me was the cost of the kit. I love that. I think that the fact that they offered, when I was researching it, they offered a $2,500, a $3,500, and a $5,000 kit option. I think that's great for people who are just starting out to be able to decide how much they can really afford to invest at that point in time. I think for most people that's really great to have that option. Maybe you have some of that money in savings, maybe you don't, maybe you need to get a small loan, maybe you want to try and get a credit card, and the more amount of money you have to spend, I think, might make that a little bit more difficult for some people. So I do really like that option that you can start out with a smaller inventory and then just build your inventory as you work. So that's really cool. And another thing about their kits and inventory is the fact that they had a much lower ordering minimum. So to continue to be a representative with Agnes and Dora, you have to place a $100 minimum order. Now this might change in the future, or when they've officially set their MLM plan into play, they might change that. But as it's set right now, it's a $100 order, which is more than doable if you're selling like any clothes. If you guys are having like one party a month, you can probably reorder $100 worth of clothes just off of that. So I think that's totally doable versus LulaRoe, who's currently asking the representatives to place an order for at least 50 items. Now, I'm not entirely sure how much those 50 items may cost. Obviously, there's a range depending on what they buy, but I guess it's going to be at least $500, maybe closer to $1,000. I'm not sure, but I think that's quite a difference. So if you're starting out and you have a kit, you have a supply of say 300 items, and you have a party and you need to replace like 12 items, you can't replace those items until you've sold more items, unless you have more money laying around to invest into it. And so I think that kind of might make starting out a little more difficult. Another thing is that we get to cater to our clients specifically. So we get our initial kit, which has a little bit of every single clothing item we offer. So with LulaRoe, they don't include their leggings in the kit that you order. And when you have to make at least a $5,000 investment, and what I've heard that their kit prices are slowly going up more and more. So you have to make an investment of at least $5,000. Plus, then you have to turn around and order their number one seller I think that's a bit ridiculous. To me, that kind of feels like you're not working for the people who are working for you. And that just doesn't make me confident in the company. So that was another reason. Agnes and Dora, almost all of their clothes are made in the United States, with the exception of their leggings. They are working on, to the best of my knowledge, they are working on trying to find a place in the U.S. that can make their leggings and keep the quality and the quantity up. So that's something that they like. And I always feel like it's a really good thing to support small businesses and your country. So I really like that we're keeping job security here. Let's see, their styles. I think the styles for Agnes and Dora are far more versatile than LulaRoe. I think LulaRoe, across the board, is a very, very bold style. Now, that's not to say, you guys, like, I don't love, like, the fun, funky, bold prints, but I also feel there's, like, a little bit of a time and a place for those. I don't necessarily want to be wearing, like, leggings with tigers on them to my kid's Christmas concert. Whereas with Agnes and Dora, I feel a lot more comfortable in them. I'm personally attracted to their styles a lot more because I feel like they're more versatile, and they do have some bold, funky styles, but yet they have a ton of prints, you guys, that you can wear them as like comfy, cute, affordable mommy clothes, and you can also dress them up a little bit for date night or for your kid's concert or for an office. So that's something that really appeals to me, because if I can wear a piece of clothing in multiple like arenas, I think that makes it more affordable because you can wear it more. So I really like that. Let's see. I don't want to take too much of your time. The business aspect of it. I really like that I can help people find like super cute, comfy, affordable clothes, and then I can also help my fellow fashionistas who want to like take advantage of this opportunity, and they want to help people too. So I really like that part of it. I like that if I just want to run this business kind of like as my personal boutique, and I want to sell clothes and restock my inventory and make an income that way, that I can totally do that. But I also like that I can put myself in a leadership role by adding people to my team and help them grow their business. So that was something that I really like, but I don't have to depend on my team to make a really good income. So I hope that makes sense, whereas in most like MLM type companies, to make a significant amount of money, you really have to have a solid team built below you to make a good amount of money. Whereas with this, if you work your butt off and you sell your pieces and you're restocking your inventory consistently and regularly, you're going to make a really good income, and you don't need anybody below you to do it. So I really like that. That makes it like a realistic, obtainable business, I feel, for anybody. So that's really cool. And then, another thing that I loved about this business is that I can carry my inventory. Like, I can have hands-on inventory. So I can be like, isn't this shirt super cute? And they'll say, yeah, of course. I love your shirt. I want it. Can I have that shirt? And I'll go, this shirt? Yeah, what size are you? And then I can pull a shirt out in their size, and they can walk away with it right then and there. And I don't know about you guys, but I'm all about instant gratification. I can wait if I need to, and it's worth it. But I really like instant gratification too. I mean, let's be honest, you guys. If you send a text to somebody, you like it when they answer you right away. You can wait if you need to, and you're like, oh, they're probably at work or they're whatever. But you like it when they answer you right away better. Yeah, you know I'm right. So that's another thing I really like, that I can expose my people, my customers, my friends, my family, whoever, to my product just by wearing it. And then when I say, I can actually get you this, like I have it, I can give it to them, and they're happy. They're like, yes, that's a total score. I love that. And another thing that was like a huge deterrent for me was the way that LulaRoe is kind of set up. Now, this is just from my personal research. This is from what I have found from digging, and this is what I've decided. So with LulaRoe, you don't get to pick the products that you carry. So you can say, I want a t-shirt in a medium, I want 6 of them. Now that's where it stops. You don't get to pick the prints or colors. They just send you 6 t-shirts in a medium. You could have 4 of those t-shirts come back and be pink, and 2 of them be cool prints. Great. What am I going to do with 4 medium pink shirts? I mean, yeah, maybe a pink shirt's cute, but how am I going to sell 4 of them? Like, I need a variety. And so with Agnes and Dora, we get to pick that after we've gotten our initial kit where they just kind of give us a variety of everything. We can go on and say, okay, I want this print, I want a medium of it, I want an extra large of it. Okay, now you guys can pick everything. So as long as they're not sold out, you can pick it. And they do limit the prints that they make, like Agnes and Dora, so it's not an unlimited supply. So I really, really like that. I really like that I have more control over that, because maybe my customers don't like the super crazy prints. Maybe my customers are really into solid prints right now for their t-shirts. So I want to be able to order solid prints for my t-shirts. I want to be able to order a variety of them. I want to be able to give them an array of colors to choose from so they can match them with different leggings or different outfits or just what they prefer to wear with jeans or slacks at the office. So I like that. I just recently watched a fellow teammate who she had a bunch of shirts in different sizes and they were all stripes because that's what her customers were asking for. They wanted t-shirts in stripes in all sizes. And so that's what she sold. She ordered a bunch of them and they sold like crazy. So I really love that we can find out what our customers specifically want and we can cater to them. We don't have to send them on a wild goose chase trying to find a striped t-shirt between 50 different consultants. So that's another thing that I really liked. I like being able to cater to my customers and what they like. And another thing was, and I hope I don't get slack for this because like I said, this is something that I've researched and read a lot of. And this was a huge deterrent for me. This was kind of like the deal breaker. I was like, absolutely no way could I do LulaRoe. And I give people credit who decide to do LulaRoe. I give you credit for being very brave because I think you are. I've heard lots of complaints about the quality of their product since their company has boomed like crazy. They are enrolling hundreds of people every single day. So the demand for their products, for their clothes, is extremely high just from their representatives. That's not even from the customers. So that means as representatives, you guys are competing like crazy to try and get like good prints or things that you can sell. And that is, in my opinion, somebody who's looking in from the outside, that would be extremely discouraging to me to not know what I am or I'm not going to be able to get a hold of. And the fact that I have found lots and lots of complaints from not only customers on the quality of their products, but to me, more alarmingly, I'm finding lots and lots of complaints from their representatives. To me, that's really scary. I feel like if you're going to be a company, you should be able to kind of like put on face a little bit and be like, yeah, it's something we're working on, we're getting through it. But when your representatives, the people who are selling you LulaRoe, are like, yeah, I've been getting lots of products with holes in them. I've been getting lots of products like with really goofy line prints. Things aren't the same from this sleeve to this sleeve. They're not lining up the same. I think that's very alarming because I'm not sure what their return policy is for their representatives at LulaRoe, but I would imagine that once you've bought something, you're kind of stuck with it. So if you get something that's like misprinted and it's a goofy print, you're out that money. And I don't like that. And I don't like that they have been told, with the increasing amount of complaints about leggings, that they've been told to not be a victim and get creative. Okay, I've heard this from more than one person, so that's why I say that. So they've been told, if you don't like and feel comfortable with the quality of our clothes, our leggings, then don't buy them. You can sell other things. But the problem is the leggings are the number one seller. So you're just kind of telling me to like get lost? Like, I don't understand. Like, I feel like you don't care at all. And they only offer leggings in 2 sizes. It's one size, which is not one size. We all know one size is not all size, like a size for everybody. And then TC, which is their tall and curvy. And their tall and curvy is what the majority of your average women in America are going to wear. That's like the average size of a woman in America is in the tall and curvy range. And they're always sold out of them. And when they get them in, they're gone like that. So people can't even get their hands on the product that people want the most. So that's really discouraging, I feel like, as a representative. So those are just kind of some quick points that cover several different areas of why I decided to choose Agnes and Dora over LulaRoe. And you guys, I'm going to go ahead and say that right now I am completely comfortable with my choice. I love my team. I think they're super bubbly and supportive and really helpful. And I can't wait to get my hands on my kit. If you guys have any more questions about Agnes and Dora, about purchasing items or what it's like to be a consultant with them, please message me below and I will answer any questions you have. Thanks.